I'm Karen from the Emergency Action Alliance, and I'm here today with Sally Thomas from Caritas. Sally is the Humanitarian Director at Caritas Australia. Emergency Action Alliance is currently running an appeal for the Middle East. It's a multi-country crisis. Sally, Caritas has a really long history of working in the Middle East. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, so Caritas, we've got national offices all around the Middle East. In some countries, for example, like Lebanon, they've been established in country for more than 70 years. In places like the Middle East, where we're seeing displacement, even what we see is sometimes the staff themselves are people who have been displaced. They continue to work and do what they can to provide the services, but yeah, there's a lot of lived experience specifically from their side as well. In Lebanon, we've been seeing there's a huge displacement of populations from the south.
Right.
It's a very active front line and it's quite dangerous conditions.
Okay.
A lot of the aid is not able to get very, very close to the front line. We are seeing that Caritas Lebanon, because they've been working in the country and all over the country for so many years, they have got access also to the populations that are inside the area, what's called the occupied territories.
Right.
And we often talk to them about, why are those families staying? Why are they not continuing to move? Because, of course, the majority of the people are moving.
Right.
But there's a lot of fear amongst the families. A lot of them, maybe they don't want to move because they don't know what lies ahead, because they're hearing horror stories that there aren't many services available. Right. Will they be able to have a roof over their head for the night? So many of them are staying. It's very dangerous where they are staying, but it's a choice that they are making because they believe that, at least they know where they are, what's going on, and it's their home.
So Emergency Action Alliance has recently run the appeal for the Middle East humanitarian crisis and included some funding from the Minderoo Foundation. That's been distributed to our members, including Caritas Australia. Can you tell us how does funding from appeals like the Emergency Action Alliance appeal and like the appeals that Caritas is running, how does that translate into support on the ground in real terms?
The way our confederation is set up, because they are a local organisation, they will start working as soon as the emergency has started. And they can create programs and projects in country that are often quite large. Right. We are not able to support that whole project, like just from our funding here in Australia. So with funding from EAA and then some of our private funding and then from, collectively across the Caritas Confederation, this money can contribute to a much larger project. Right. And continue to increase the impact for the people. They can reach more people, they can continue to provide services for longer.
What would you say people here in Australia can do?
I would say just try to remain engaged. Let's not turn away from people in need. I know that it can sometimes feel exhausting. You can feel a little bit helpless. Over the many years that I've worked in this sector and the times when I have been able to visit partners and beneficiaries in country, it is phenomenal the hope that is provided to these communities when they know that there are people all around the world that are just even thinking of them. And what we might feel like is just a very, very small gift that can be given, whether it's funds or whether it's time or whether it's talking to your local member of parliament. It does make an impact. It can make a difference, and if it makes a difference to one person, that is currently in need in a conflict zone or who is displaced, it can really, really help and definitely provide them with some hope. Yeah.